Everyone, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. So here it is, the first page of the month, and I'm starting out using this Scrapbook Generation. It is a 2-page layout. The sketch is by Allison Davis, and it is, let's see, I got it from the website, and I know that it is free. And it does call for 8 photos. So I just happen to have 8 photos, and it works perfect for this. And of course, I'm using a smidgen of several papers that I had pulled. Now, I just wanted to say one thing about the sketch. Usually, she's just spot on about the measurements, that everything just lines up perfectly, except for this one. She had it where one side was 9 by 12 on the left, and then on the right was 4 by 12, but that equals 13 inches. And so usually she only does 12 inches. I just find that really strange. So obviously I made uh, the left side, I made it 8 by 12, and then the right I did 4 by 12. So I don't know. I don't, she was just off a little bit. And I'm using this metallic paper, and I wanted to use the tan paper as my background, but I didn't have 2 of the same paper. So I decided just to cut it in half and put it on some white cardstock. Now, if I had some cardstock that was, the backside of some paper that I really didn't like, that would have been perfect to use this on, but I used all that up. So all I had was plain white cardstock, which was fine. It is fine. So I want to go ahead and just lay all the paper out. And I know that it doesn't match up completely. I don't think there is such thing as a perfect trimmer, or maybe, okay, when I say perfect trimmer, I think I'm talking about me being the trimmer and not the device, because I can't ever seem to get it exactly. Um, is it the paper that's not exactly 12 by 12? I don't know. But I just had to do a little bit of trimming, and it all worked out. You can't tell. You cannot tell. All right, there was a little sliver of the striped paper, and that was actually the paper that I had used as my inspiration for the rest of the kit, so that worked out perfectly. And I figured that I would probably use that striped paper on each one of my pages. So I think that's what I'll do. Now, I'm getting ready to put down this little sliver of this tan, which is the opposite of the beautiful leaf pattern. But I'm going to switch it out so that it's not so matchy-matchy. But I'll do that here in just a bit. And here, like I mentioned, I had to trim it out. So I wanted to make sure I had all the background all done before I start messing with my photos. And these are the 3 photos that I'm going to keep as the 4x6. And these were taken in Michigan. When I went up there last year, I went there in September. And, being from Texas, I was hoping that the leaves would have changed by then. That's wishful thinking. But, that's when I took my vacation. And the only way for us to really see any resemblance of fall foliage was at this park. And it's the Arboretum there in Ann Arbor. And it's called, I think it's called Nichols Arboretum. I think that's what it's called. And it is absolutely lovely. And I've been there twice already since I've made several trips to Michigan. So I really enjoy going to that park. It is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And so I'm just trimming these down. Over on the left side, one of them is 3 by 3. The other one is 2.5 square. And you just mat that to make it 3 by 3. And I'll do that here in just a moment. The photos over on the right side are 2 by 2s. And I make little photo mats for those to make it look like a Polaroid, sort of. I guess it does. And I decide not to even trim that other photo that, I had cut that photo in half, and I'm just using the bottom half for the 2x2. Now she even tells you where on the page that you should have your 4x6. So that was easy for placement. And here's the cardstock that I'm going to do all my photo matting. I love this color, this mustard yellow. Oh, I just love it. And it's easy to make those Polaroid frames. This one, see, the photo was 2x2, and each one of those, one was, well, they're all 2¼ by 2¾ but when I flipped it over to the back side, I saw this beautiful kind of a rusty brown color, and I really like the contrast next to the leaves. And I thought, oh my goodness, that is perfect for me to make, is that really tiny 1/4 inch sliver to go over here on the right side. That little sliver is only 1/4 inch, and I just glue it down, trim off the part that hangs over, and then start putting everything together. I do put all my embellishments on the far left and the far right, and it there are a few things, like, I'll be honest with you, and I apologize for this, but this video is rather long. But whenever I put the page together, I add everything that you'll see, but then I also added so much more to it. I added sequins. I added the little yellow gold, what are the gems that I got from the Dollar Tree that were in my kit. I add that. I add some more of the puppy stickers. I do add a lot. So if you want to see the true completed page, if you'll just go to the Facebook group, and I'll have that listed below, and as well as the other ladies that are part of the Mini Kit Monday group, there'll be links to their channel, so you can check them out. And I did mention that I wanted to make sure that I added this sticker. It's a long sticker, A Day to Remember, and I did put foam underneath it because I wanted it to have some texture. Not texture, I really mean it needs to have some dimension. So not only do I have the dimension of that, but I also am going to pull out some of the chipboard as well, and this little wooden piece. It says I love fall. It goes up there in the upper left. It's hard to see. I do use the metallic brads. I'm going to put a brad in the flower that's up in the upper right, and then there is going to be another one just directly opposite from it by that bottom photo. Now, on the sketch, this is where the journaling is, but I'm not going to put my journaling here. Those little stickers say fresh air, grab your backpack, the great outdoors, live, love, explore, and we were here. I chose those because of the colors. Those came from a camping sticker sheet, and I knew that's what I was going to use it for. I also pull one sticker from this. It says see beauty all around. I really like that. And then even in this little packet of the Jelly Bean, the mixed media, I do pull some things out here. Now to put behind those chipboard leaves, I add some circle elements. It doesn't really matter what they say on them because it's pretty much covered up. Just something to kind of highlight it. And I don't like that 16, but I knew I needed some green down there, and it just so happened to have one of those labels in that mixed media kit, but I'm not going to use it like a little label. It's going to actually look like, a little green piece of paper. Yeah. Now for the wood piece, I am using the glue dots. I use that as well as the flower. I use the glue dots. And make sure you put glue behind your chipboard because that does not hold up well over time. So any chipboard piece that you glue down, make sure you add some glue. Years ago, when chipboard first came out, I'm finding it in the bottom of my page protectors of some of the pages that I had done years ago. So I want to make sure that I don't have to do that again. See, there it is. It's just a plain green, and I'm going to put the little brad. I just punch a hole in it. This is a piece of foam. It's kind of thick. It's like a ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch thick piece of foam. It was some packing material that I had received. And I thought, oh, this would be perfect. So my first time using those puffy stickers, I'm pulling out the cute little animals. I'm going to use the fox and the squirrel and the hedgehog and the deer. Now, what I like to do with the leaves is I like my leaves to look like they're falling. And I'm going to use the little puffy stickers to make that happen. So I do this all the time and I just can't get it out of my mind. This is just what I do. But anyway, so that little banner that I put down says fall is in the air, and it goes right underneath that red leaf that's on the upper right side. And if you look at this is Liquitex acrylic ink in iridescent bright gold. I haven't used this in, I bet, a year or more. And the best way to put it on is to get a paintbrush and kind of splatter it on. And the bigger your brush, the bigger the splatters. And I can tell you, if you use a round brush, it's better. This is a flat brush. I didn't like the way it turned out, but anyway, it is what it is. And it went everywhere. That's the thing about it. Anyway, guys, I'm about done here, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.